Hi again. Yeah, let's start the event. We've got a very good mix of folks who are listening and hearing us. I see a good representation from uh, Middle East this time, which is very interesting. India, of course, is our mainstay. So thank you all for attending the event. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening again. Um, it's been our endeavor as CAPSLA to build market thought leadership and bring to hotels all that we know in the industry of online sales and online business. Um, it's of course a no-brainer that social media and marketing automation is the way forward as one wants to reduce sales costs and grow direct business and improve bookings. So from last time where we discussed more of GDPR and prior that, this time we want to move more into revenue and how we can work together to improve revenues and room and selling of rooms rather than talk about what we did last time, which was more on data, etc. So what I would do very quickly is to take you through a quick introduction and then hand it over to Anusha, who heads our sales and marketing, and she will take you through the meat of the presentation. Right. So just two slides before we get into what exactly social media marketing is. As is customary, talk about CATLA. So by now, all of you know that we have three products. And we're very proud of the travel recommendation solution that we have. This is a great solution that a lot of OTAs, large chains use based on sentiment analysis. Help OTAs to grow direct business and is a much more cost effective uh, model vis-a-vis other review intelligence products that are available in the market. We have a end-to-end feedback management solution with partnerships with TripAdvisor and Holiday IQ. Uh, the USP of this product is to track the happiness quotient of your guest from prior check-in, while the guest is in hotel, and post checkout. And then there is the back end review intelligence solution, which helps stakeholders right from front office to department heads to um, general managers and senior managers to take decisions, to take simple, easy, quick decisions, not just on operational issues, but tactical solutions as well as strategic solutions. Uh, just about a few things that we've been doing well over the last couple of years now is about 2,500 customers, some brands that we've mentioned there. There are many more in that. Some partnerships that we've mentioned there, of course, these are the larger ones, but we have about 17 such partnerships, integrations with most large hotel technology companies in India and the rest of the world. We've now built very strong partnerships in Europe. And of course, lastly, the rewards and recognition. So we speak about this all the time, but something that we've just added to the kitty recently is the Government of India Startup India recognition that we've got. This is a DIPP approved recognition that we get from the Government of India, and it's a pretty difficult certification to get. So this is something that we achieved in the last 1 month. So we this kind of covers the entire industry from analytics, which is a core of our business, to a global brand like Focusrite, a national brand like NASCOM, and then a state level Elevate, where we were chosen among the top 20 travel startups in India, in Karnataka, sorry. Um, Today's discussion, while you can kind of go through what is written there, will largely focus on how online and social media can be used effectively to grow your not just your revenues, your room revenues and revpars, but also how do you build customer loyalty through it. I will, without taking a lot of time, hand it over to Anusha, who will take you through the the meat of this whole presentation. But just before I do that, couple of things that I wanted to share with you is that one is this whole event is being recorded. So even if you don't follow something in this, this will be available to you on our site. And if you ask us, we will send you this recording. Number two is there is a Q&A. So the moment you have a question, you can raise a hand and send the questions. We will collect all the questions and in the end answer them. If we run out of time, then we promise we will take it offline and answer them. And thirdly, yeah, if you have questions that you want to ask separately, you know whom to contact. You have our contacts and our phone numbers, so you can always call us after that, after this webinar. So now over to Anusha. I'm Anusha. I'm stopping my sharing.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out to join our webinar. As Deepak said, today we will be talking about social media and marketing automation and how it will help engage your customers and how you can get more hotel bookings from those. Actually, we'll start with a small question. So just wanted to ask you, are any of you currently using any of the social media or marketing automation solutions or techniques to engage with your guests? So a small poll will be shown inside your screens. So please answer that as a yes or no question, and then let us know your options. Yeah, the results of the poll are in. We'll be just sharing it to you in a minute. So actually, 100%, two of the correspondents have said yes, and the others have not responded to the poll. Okay, let me just move on to the next slide here. Yeah, first let me start out saying that social media is actually very, the technology has improved, and we all know that social media has been a very important part of our lives, and a lot of people take out a lot of time and we spend it on social media. So there is statistics that prove saying that people log into Facebook and Instagram at least once a day, and that's a lot of time people invest on that. So here you can see a few statistics, and it shows that how many people are actually active users. And another surprising factor is that India is the second largest has shown year-on-year increase in social media usage by 31%. And that's a lot of people who use social media in India, and it's a very good chance to get featured among all these people. So nearly everyone these days has got a smartphone in their hands, and with Facebook, Instagram, emails, all in their access. So it's a lot of potential to get featured among a lot of the audience. Nextly, we can move on and see how social media will help hotels to showcase their brand and get showcased among many people. So here we have a slide which actually shows how social media is impacting the hotel's reputation. Social media plays a very important role as it represents the voice of your business, and the hotels is a very good media for the hotels to directly reach its users. So it gives a opportunity to create a unique identity among many others available in the market. So if you can see from these slides, social media not only acts as a generator, aggregator, as well as a content consumption solution. So in generating, it helps people share their positive, negative feedback, pictures. It helps many people get inspired from social media posts and other things. And as an aggregator, a lot of these reviews that get posted on social media gets classified as hashtags, and it's available for all the other travelers to check it out and all the time. So social media not only just acts as a platform wherein just people post about their travel and all that. So all these reviews that people share it with unique hashtags. People have the opportunity to check into hotels. People have the opportunity to add the hotel name or mention the hotel name in a comment. So which is available to everyone else in just one click. So for example, if you were to go to a Taj or someplace, so you check in, and then there's a mention that hey, Taj provided me great service. So all you have to do is just type in the name, and every single post and every single photos that was ever shared in your premises is going to show up. And it's a great way of people to actually search and research about you. And it is also a fact that almost 84% of the people trust recommendations from these sources more than they do believe other online ads and other sources. So it's very important for you to encourage customers to post and share their experiences online, not only by just giving reviews, but also to share it in social media. So these are just few of the applications where we can use social media. For you, first one we can see about is marketing. So the first one is spreading the word. So like I've been telling you since the beginning, it's a great way to spread the word about the your hotel. And the second one is customer engagement. Customer engagement can be in the form of doing some contests, running polls in social media, asking and encouraging guests to share pictures, to encourage them to do many activities inside your social media page and keeping them occupied. And the third one is promotions. Obviously, you can see another picture of the one of the promotions being run by a hotel. It shows that, and similarly, you can offer many such discounts, promotional offers, food festival offer, or some other discount on your rooms or something like that. The fourth one is influencer marketing. So, influencer marketing is another field which has been gaining much popularity, which is initially a part of the social media marketing has now taken on to a more bigger picture. So it is where you can call many people who have like food critics or who other travel bloggers who have a lot of millions and millions of followers on Instagram to come stay in your hotel, review, share their experience, and it reaches a larger amount of audience. And it's a very easy way to get showcased among a bigger audience. So many hotels these days are using this marketing solution and using social media as a platform to reach multiple guests at one single shot. And the second one, another indirect application of social media can also serve as a client servicing solution. So here we can see that a concierge is one of the important solutions that social media can act as. So you can see a small screenshot where Hyatt has used Facebook Messenger as their interface to solve all their concierge issues. There are a few sample messages out there in the image if you can check it out. Other than Facebook messages, Hyatt also uses their Twitter platform and all the other social media to actually help users and put their requests in there with hashtag or tag Hyatt along with it, and they resolve their issues right then and there. WhatsApp can be another good medium of doing this as well. And review and reputation management. As I have told you before, social media act as a content aggregator. So social media directly influences a hotel's reviews and reputations because it also collects a lot of reviews. So Facebook reviews and Facebook posts are one of the important things that a lot of hotels nowadays are using. So they directly help to improve your reputation. And one more statistics interestingly says that the social media reviews and questions that are answered by hotels, customers are more happy when it directly gets answered by hotels on social media rather than any other medium. So that is a very positive way of making your clients happy. Next. The next slide shows some of the brand actions that help people to make probably a booking. So these are things that people are expecting that any brand do on their social media pages in order to become in order to increase their conversion early. The first one, the most important one, is being responsive. So as I told in the previous slide, concierge is one of the most important things that a hotel can probably use social media for. Being responsive directly impacts that. So if even Facebook has a unique feature saying that this particular page responds within an hour of your message, or this particular user has replies to typically all your messages. So that's a very important way of gauging how seriously a hotel takes a customer review. So that's very important, and Second one is basically offering promotions. Offering promotions is another very good way of attracting customers, and there are many uh, different ways a customer is inclined towards traveling. And one of the other second important thing is offering promotions. So there are many other things that a hotel can do inside the social media pages, like providing educational content, sharing interesting visuals, visuals mostly of your premises, outside the premises, what activities can be done. Educational content, probably you can let people know if you're located in some areas, what are the places to look around, how to go about, or any other educational information that you want to provide as part of stay, as part of your guest experience. Uh, Next, we move on to some of the engagement metrics. So here also we can see that many guests who are engaged by social media when during their stay here shows that they are more likely to post 2.5 times more than other guests, which means that they are more interested in posting if they are offered more uh, engagement in the premises. The second one is social media directly, as I told you, has an impact on your bookings and your revenue. So it provides almost your increases your ADR by almost up to 10% by engaging guests on their social media accounts. And the third one is loyalty, which is again very important for hotels because it increases their bookings, and customer loyalty also helps spread word of mouth, which is another important factor which we saw on our previous slides. Uh, so loyalty is directly influenced, and here again the being responsive part of the thing is also covered, saying that if a hotel engages with a guest within 30 minutes of a post being published, the loyalty of the customer increases by 12 to 19 times, which is actually very good metric, and it's a great influence for the hotel. Second one, so we're moving on to the second important part of the webinar, which is marketing automation. Social media and marketing automation actually go hand in hand, and we'll see how marketing automation which, goes hand in hand with social media in the next slide. The first slide, what is marketing automation? So marketing automation basically refers to using softwares and other tools to automate all of your marketing activities. So this basically helps you ease all your activities that is being done manually and through multiple channels. So it actually helps hotels solve three major problems. First one is personalization and segmentation. Second one is multi-channel targeting, and the third one is improved efficiency. So first we start with the personalization and segmentation. So by personalization and segmentation, you can understand what are the exact personas of the guests that are traveling, and then what are the intent of traveling, and then accordingly channel your marketing efforts towards that. The second one is multi-channel targeting, where you not only use one media for targeting, such as just social media or something, you can use multiple channels together to target your customer for taking the same action, which is probably booking your hotel. So it can be emails, it can be Facebook, it can be Google Ads, it can be anything else. The third one is improved efficiency. By making sure that the audience is contacted in the right time and is sent personalized and correct offers using the right channel, it improves your marketing efficiency and brings down the cost and increases the hotel bookings. So next is improving guest engagement with the help of automation. So here we can see a typical guest booking journey, and with the help of this booking journey, we can understand that how marketing automation falls in place inside the entire journey, and then how hotels can take action in which phase of this particular journey. So basically, the booking journey is divided into three major phases: awareness, consideration, and decision. In the awareness stage is probably when the guest actually is thinking about traveling. He has seen many hotel, his friend travel, probably he's posted in social media, which probably inspired him to travel, or the hotels have posted some very nice pictures about the destination and attraction. which is forcing him to travel. And attraction is actually major attractions around the world are probably one of the most important factors which a guest considers when he's actually making his travel decisions. In fact, almost 25% of all guest decisions of booking a particular hotel is mostly destination. So first the guest narrows down on the destination, and then probably he goes down choosing his hotel. Next, the hotel needs to take action attracting his guests. So these actions can probably be posting in nice, inspiring photos in your Instagram accounts, sharing nice other contextual information, and adding other attractive elements to your page to attract the attention of the guest. And then once the guest is attracted and then he interacts with any of the hotel can identify the guest persona, all the social media channels and other interaction medium, give important traveler information such as demographic data, such as whether the traveler is men, women, what is their age group, which location are they from, what are they looking to see. You can see their interest and accordingly tailor a much better solution for them. So if a guest is more like looking for a family vacation, then you want to give him a very different option. If the guest is mostly a couple, you want to suggest them different solutions, and you want to cross sell and upsell different of your things. And then the second one is when the guest interacts and then a targeted, this is the second stage. So in the consideration stage, the guest has actually decided that he wants to travel, and he's considering between his options. So he's evaluating hotels, he knows where he's traveling, and he's got a better, clearer mindset about his vacation plans. And then the third one comes when the decision phase. So either your offers or your other promotional intent has attracted the guest. If it is a yes, he does choose one of your hotels and makes a purchase or the booking. And then if in case if it fails and then he is doesn't make the booking decision at that particular time, then the hotel can add this particular guest inside their list for further communication. So this communication can later on be in the form of other remarketing and retargeting for this guest, some other email campaign promoting few other additional stuff, and maybe if he wants to take another trip around that particular destination, you want to give him better offers so that he is more inclined towards booking your hotel. So this is more about the guest booking journey. So these are some of the benefits of booking. And just wanted to add another thing. Not only just all this automation activity is inclined towards just the booking journey. So there are many things even after the booking that you can do. So firstly, before booking, you want to send him typically messages that want to convince him to stay in the hotel. And then once the room is booked, you can probably send him using Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or maybe other app notification medium. You can probably send him useful information that can have a great stay. Probably you want to arrange him some kind of transportation or something to look around the area. You'd want to upsell your spa. You'd want to upsell other packages. Maybe you want to upgrade his room. So any other information that help him have a better stay. And then after this day, you'd want to continue sending him messages and emails, or even add him to the Google or any other remarketing solution, and then send him messages to return to your hotel, maybe review your hotel and share his positive reviews and experiences over in social media or in any OTA or any other review collection medium, which will again in turn promote your hotel and help you get more bookings. So not only does the customer that you are using with social media, you not only help attract him, give him a good experience, you also help him share the experience so that you get to attract more different customers. And this completes the entire cycle. Next, we move on to the slide which shows the benefits. So there are multiple benefits of using marketing as an automation solution. So the first one I'm coming is a data-oriented decision. So rather than just understanding and sending off details to everyone and expecting results, marketing automation is a more data-oriented approach which relies on specific data and metrics. So you get to map on different user personas and offer them only the exact things which they want. So probably if your persona or if your customer is looking only for a business solution, so you want to offer him tailored offers and probably not, give him other family related offers such as, traveling together time or something. And the second one is it helps nurture potential customers. So maybe the guest has not made the booking at that particular time. So probably lead nurturing is one of the great advantages of marketing automation. It helps keep maintain the engagement with the guests. So he will always be updated with the latest things and stuff that are happening in the hotel. So he'll know if there's some new food festival running, he'll know if there's a contest or a poll running, he'll know if there's any social event or if there's a celebrity coming to your hotel. So you can probably market all these things effectively to him to make sure that your hotel is always in his eyes and he always keeps you in mind when he's making his next booking. Another great tool is for you to analyze the guest behavior. So it generates a lot of data. So not only that, so you once you send your targeted mails out, it also returns back a lot of data of which guests are more interacting towards what kind of promotions. So you can improve your next time's promotion and then analyze what guests are wanting, what guests want, what guests don't want, and continuously improve. Email automation, which is the fourth one, actually is helps all the email marketing initiatives that the hotels do and helps reduce a lot of time and other tasks because it's easy for you to set automated rules and make sure that all your emails goes at the right time and you make sure that the right message goes to the right guest at the right time. Then building the guest profile. This is another and very important and interesting factor of using marketing as an automation solution, and also combining social media along with it because it gives you a unique way of identifying your guest as an individual and not just as a big list or a big segment of customers. Individually, you can track every single guest based on whatever behavior he's done in the past. So you can test whether the guest has come to your website, the guest has viewed your Facebook page, the guest has viewed your Twitter page, the guest has come to your website, interacted multiple times, the guest has clicked on your mails. So depending on every single action the guest has taken around, a unique profile of that particular guest and his particular persona gets built over time, which will give you a lot of analytical data for you to tailor your targeted offers and mailers to. Next one is targeting. So targeting, like I said, so it's again based on building your guest profile and analyzing your guest behavior. So all of these pretty much go hand in hand. And targeting basically involves again segmenting your users. Again, here it could be in a bit broader sense, like previously I said, dividing them as business, personal, and other activities, and probably dividing them in terms of location. So you probably have a group of hotels and you divide your guests based on the location. You'd want to send some frequent traveler offer to a particular guest because he stays in your place a very frequent time and like that. The third one is interacting at the right time. So you know that a guest gets serious about his booking when his frequency of the visits to your website pretty much increase over time. He tends to open more of his emails. He tends to visit your website more time because he's doing his research and he knows that he's already in a consideration stage and he needs to make the decision soon. So pretty much interacting at the right time will increase your success rate and make sure that the booking definitely happens. So we'll move on to the next slide here. So here we can see some of the applications of how we can use this. So the first important thing is cross-selling and upselling. So you know when you can cross-sell other services, you want to maybe he's on a business trip, you want to add in a relaxing spa by the end of his trip so that he's exhausted. You want to upsell your room, you want to give him a room upgradation. So these things can be done prior to him checking inside the hotel. You can ask him what his preferences are and then accordingly make sure. And these emails all get triggered automatically, so you don't have to worry about manually finding all these things out. And all these things are already in place, and you have a social media where you can collect all the data about it. And segmenting and personalization is the second one, obviously. So all these mails that I previously spoke about in the slides, you can understand your guests better and send them tailored offers and other solutions. Retargeting and drip campaigns would probably be if at all the guest has not interacted with you at that particular time, you probably want to add him to the list and make sure that you keep interacting with him and making sure that you always stay in the person's vicinity so that he keeps you in mind when he's making the next booking. So that's uh, so next one we'll move on to building customer loyalty. So all these factors that we have been speaking about since beginning is mainly inclined towards keeping customers happy, improving their engagement, and increasing customer loyalty, because all these are directly dependent on hotel bookings. Because here in the next slide we can see that almost 62% of all frequent travelers are using loyalty programs. And I have explained to you before that after the guests finished his stay, so you want to continue sending them all these motivational messages so that he keeps coming back to you. And then the second one is, if you see the annual room nights for each of these hotels increased by nearly 50%. The last one is, if you have a strict and well maintained loyalty program, and we make sure the customer is engaged to different avenues such as social media, through emails and through other media where you can always keep in touch with him, the revenues have grown up by 43%. And then next we come to how CATLA can help you achieving in all this. So here you can see that we actually help hotels enhancing customer journey. So previously we saw that a customer journey has many different stages. So here we help travelers in the inspiration stage, as I told you, when the customer is aware that he wants to travel. So we can help hotels increase their social media. We can help build a social media and brand for them and promote them online and help you get in the eyes of potential travelers. And then in the second stage, which is probably the consideration stage, where he is trying to research and book the hotel, so we can help understand guest personas, help tailoring better offers. So this is when he's not made his booking decision, but he probably wants to. So we'd want to give him more tailored results on how each hotel can help him. So how much he is compatible to which of these hotels, and how he can enjoy his stay best in which of the hotels. And then the third one is experience. So in experience, which is probably during his stay, you'd want to send him real time other messages, interact with the guests, making sure that you're available on messengers, use other social media platforms like WhatsApp, SMS, and other things to interact with the staff, the managers, and making sure your concierge, your housekeeping, all of them are engaged, and solve all of his problems in the premise itself so that he is happy. And then make sure that if all of his, as we saw before, if all of his concerns were solved and timely actions were taken, customers were more likely to be happy and more likely to return to your premise. And then the last one is advocate, which we saw that even after the customer has left, word of mouth and social media and sharing has actually very influential part in booking decisions. So we want to make sure that the customer has shared his experience, and we want to make sure that he's provided a good experience so that it increases the chance of new bookings, and like we've seen before, that it increases the chance. And 53% user generated content influences booking decisions. So it will be a direct 53% booking increase for you. So if at all a customer has shared, and there's a very good chance that your bookings and rankings have come up. This is pretty much our conclusion, and we want to take some question and answers if anyone has them.
I can see a few questions popping in. Anusha, how do you want to do? You want to take the questions and answer them, or do you want me to read it out to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I can take the questions.
Not many of them very salesy questions. I think we should take some of these offline as well. But yeah, you could answer them whatever you want.
Yeah, sure. So my first question that I see popping up in our Q&A section is that can you manage the social media of hotels? Uh, can everyone hear me? So the first question you can see is, can you manage social media of hotels? Yes, we do manage social media for hotels. We have social media marketing solution called CATLA, which actually helps hotels improve their social media in many popular networks such as Facebook, Instagram, and we also have other solutions to engage customers with the help of social media, email marketing, and other solutions that help the hotels always stay in the guest vicinity.
Yeah, sure. I think just to add to that, Anusha, um, I think over time we are seeing that um, user generated content in some sense is moving more into encompassing the whole of social media, right? So it complements. So what we were doing as core competency now seems to be growing in scope, and this seems to be a requirement that we hear a lot of customers are asking. uh, Audio is breaking, not audible. uh, what do we do? Is there a technical issue here?
Uh, Matthew, I hope that you can hear us now.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, here's another question that was asked by Matthew, I believe. How do we engage with the guest?
Was that?
So I'm actually a little unclear of how exactly you mean. It's either through social media or this, but at CATLA we provide multiple opportunities for you to engage with guests. Uh, Social media is one of those. Other than that, we have got multiple solutions such as our feedback management solutions and many other solutions which actually helps guests to engage with customers. Social media is one of those avenues, and with social media, there are multiple posting and other ideas which you can interact with customers. Probably run new polls, run other contests, make a photo sharing contest, or if a guest is there, probably you can tell them to click pictures or take selfie contests or something like that. So those are very good options for you to get creative and start using social media. Or Instagram is another good interaction medium where and pictures speak a thousand words. So pictures are a very good medium for you to interact with clients through social media. Apart from that, we also have feedback management solutions which help interact with guests throughout all their different phases. Before the check-in phase, like you want to ask them requirements, or if you want to ask them any booking preferences or any other requirements which you need to keep ready before their arrival. And during the check-in, after during their stay, you can ask them how the stay was, how their experience is, and then maybe take quick measures if uh, they have any problems. You can take quick actions. And post stay also, we have solutions which send guest surveys, and then they can reply to it, and then we can understand how their stay was, and then accordingly take measures. And we also have solutions that help advocate their stay and analyze those reviews for you, and then help understand which of these reviews were answered better, which one was left unanswered, and which of these are probably hampering your online reputation, probably, or which of these departments are doing well, which is not doing well, and other stuff. So we do help client engage with guests and all the phases and through multiple avenues. I hope that answered your question.
Uh, Anusha, can you mute your mic for a minute? Because I just want to add to what you said.
Yeah, sure.
I think your screen's gone as well. Yeah, that's fine. So, just to add to what Anusha said, and these are my initial thoughts on this, right? So, um, how do we how do we engage with customers? Um, is also dependent on what sort of customers and how unobtrusively you want to engage with them. So I'm just trying to get into relating it to the products that we have. So if you are able to identify the reason of travel of the customer, I think that's the first kind of step that you would that will help you decide on an engagement model. So holiday customers versus business travelers versus people coming with families, etc. So the model that our marketing team would work will depend on this, and this is something as a data that we can get back to you through the recommendation platform that we have. There's another question for you, which says this is come on the general web chat, not on the specific one. Anusha.
Yeah, I think this question is also from Matthew, and he asks me what are the best time for posting content onto social media. Matthew, to answer your question, there is no like exact one time for posting in social media. The timing relatively basically varies from industry to industry and channel to channel, because every channel serves a different purpose, and every channel helps play different different uh, uh, And then, so let me tell you the best timings for some of the channels. So, since Facebook is more like customer oriented, and a lot of people basically check Facebook during their leisure time, mostly the best time to do a post is around 1 to 4 p.m. And then Twitter pretty much stays busy, and there are a lot of many posts, and probably a good frequency to post in Facebook. Probably depending, it depends on the industry, and it's a good idea to post around 1 to 2 posts a day. And Twitter, it's actually you can post multiple posts over a period of time, and then it stays active over the entire day. So pretty much you can post anytime 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And this highly depends on where your followers are from, which geography you're located in. So 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. may not exactly work out for everybody. So this is more like an industry general time, which I'm just average giving it to you. And then LinkedIn is mostly, since basically a corporate solution, and a lot of people are on LinkedIn during their working hours. So 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. is more like an ideal time to post on LinkedIn, because a lot of people use LinkedIn during their work hours and use Facebook and Instagram over during the lunchtime or probably in the evening. So Facebook and Instagram might give you a good interaction rate probably in the afternoons and in the evenings, but LinkedIn gives you good interaction during the daytimes. You would want to add anything to that, Deepak?
Yeah, I don't know if Anusha, you can share. I don't know if both of us are there. Would it echo? But I don't know if you have data we can share about what we do with mailers that go out on trip and holiday IQ, where we've done across different times. If there is any ready data, or maybe you can share it later. So maybe just to highlight that answer, while there may not be a one steady answer to say what time you, so you send it at 3:35 p.m. it happens, etc. What we have seen over the last 1 year of talking to customers at a feedback management level is to keep trying different times, and then you see a trend that emerges again based on the type of traveler and the type of destination that you are in. So for example, if you are in let's say a leisure destination, which is a single city destination, so you're in Goa, and then even by next day your customer is typically back home. So if your mailers are going even the day after or even the same day evening, chance of response is higher. However, let's say you are part of let's say a golden triangle, which is a 7 to 8 day package that customers take, or you're let's say in Sikkim northeast or a large European tour, um, the rate of reply could probably start coming 7 or 8 or 10 days after the trip has happened, based on which part of that itinerary you are based out of. So if you're doing a Delhi Jaipur Agra, for example, and you're a hotel in Delhi, probably you need to start working on feedback, etc., 3 or 4 or 6 days later. So that's something which is unique to each one, again based on the type of traveler. Make sense?
Yes, definitely. So next we have another question. It says, how many hotels do you work with? So we actually have multiple hotels that we work with, providing different solutions, which are specifically tailor made to each of their needs. We actually have about 25 hotels that we are currently working with. And all of the solutions that we offer to each of these hotels differs depending on the star of the hotel, their budget, what avenues they wanted themselves to be promoted in, and all these solutions are made specifically for the hotel. So we have an average of around 12 four-star hotels, seven five-star, and six three-star hotels that we're currently giving the solution to. And we are also in talks with multiple other hotels to actually offer this as a solution to them. And when we take a social media or a marketing project, we make sure that all these solutions are specifically tailor made. We first analyze what kind of customers it is. Is it a seasonal hotel? Where it is located, and what kind of audience does it usually get? What is the star category? And then accordingly make a specific plan with you, sit with you, understand the needs of the hotel, and then provide a solution. So there's another additional question that came along with it, and it says, "Can you guarantee success?" Yes, we do guarantee success, and all of this, we have proven success with all of our previous customers that we have handled, and we have improved our email rates and other email open and click rates, which has improved guest engagement a lot. So, adding to the previous question, we do experiment on a lot of things and make sure that all of our mailings go to the customers at the right time, and we make sure the engagement and the guest rates are constantly improved, and we give you a specific commitments before we begin each of our projects, and we make sure we stick to those commitments and those are delivered. I hope it answers your question. And yeah, so we'll take on another question. It is a pricing related question. It says, how much do you charge? So our pricing basically depends on, like I said before, each of our solution is tailor made. You can probably reach us directly, and we'll understand your hotel's needs and what we need to take measures and make sure what platforms we promote you in, then accordingly offer you a specific tailor made solution along with the pricing. So you can reach us directly anytime. So if there are any other questions, so I think you can probably mail. So I don't think there's any other questions right now available. So if there's anything, you can please drop it in the Q&A section. Yeah, so I think the questions are over for now. So I hope you guys got to gain something from this webinar, and I hope that you understood the importance and how social media and marketing automation directly plays an important role in influencing, bookings, and how we can also help you increase these hotel bookings and help you give a positive hotel reputation in social media. So thank you all for taking out the time and listening to our webinar, and just giving it to Deepak. Hopefully he wants to add some end note, and then
Oh, nothing much. I just wanted to reiterate on on those stuff that we discussed in the beginning. One is, I think this recording will be available on our website by midday tomorrow. Two is, thanks for the question answers. I saw there's some interest. We could, take that offline, talk revenues, etc. offline. But if you have any more questions, you could reach us. And thirdly, very important is, we've been listening to a lot of suggestions that come to us in terms of how do we add value through these webinars. This is a monthly event that we are doing. If you want us to cover any specific topics, get experts to come here and answer them for you. We would be more than happy to do that. So let us know if there's any burning issue that you want us to discuss, and we would love to take that up. Yeah. With that, we conclude. Thank you very much, and look forward to seeing you all next month around the same time. Bye bye.
yeah, thank you very much.